Time is the one currency we can never earn back. And yet, we live in an age where it feels like we never have enough. I'm Stane, and in this episode of The Depth of Words, we're not just talking about productivity. We're questioning our obsession with pressure, speed, and the invisible scoreboard we measure our lives by. This is about learning how to live deeply, not just do more. So take a breath and let's rethink time. In English, we are told that time is precious, that every second counts, that wasting time is failure, and that productivity is virtue. And yet, in the quiet moments, when we're finally alone with ourselves, many of us realize we're sprinting toward goals we didn't choose. Pressured by deadlines that never end, and fueled by an anxiety that whispers, "You're behind." Today, we're going to sit with that whisper, not to silence it, but to understand it. Because if you're learning English at this level, C2, then chances are you're ambitious, driven, capable, and probably hard on yourself. You want to sound better, speak faster, understand everything, and most importantly, not feel like you're wasting time. But let me offer a challenge to that mindset. What if time spent slowly, reflectively, imperfectly, is not wasted, but wise? What if the constant chase for efficiency is the very thing draining your focus, your joy, and your fluency? Because here's the truth no one tells you in language books. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is flow. And flow requires space. It needs silence, messiness, repetition, even boredom. But our world worships hustle. We measure our value in how much we produce, how fast we answer, how booked our calendars are. We equate stillness with laziness and rest with guilt. The result? We build identities that are performative, not present. We speak English like we're racing a clock, not like we're exploring a world. We study like robots, memorize without emotion, repeat without understanding, all in the name of progress. But progress without presence is just pressure wearing a suit. Let's dig deeper. Think about how you talk to yourself when you're not productive. You say things like, "I wasted the whole day. I'm so behind. I should have done more." These phrases are not just casual complaints. They're tiny linguistic knives. They cut your self-trust. They turn learning into punishment. And here's the paradox. The more pressure you feel to be productive, the less space you have to actually absorb what you're doing. You rush, you skim, you panic, and you forget. This is why learners plateau, not because they're lazy, but because they're learning under pressure instead of from curiosity. And this obsession with pressure isn't just personal, it's cultural. We live in a productivity economy. Ops, track our steps, watches buzz to remind us to breathe, to-do lists stretch endlessly, and busy has become a badge of honor. But busy is not the same as meaningful. Being overwhelmed doesn't mean you're successful. It often means you're overcommitted, underrested, and spiritually dehydrated. And when this mindset creeps into language learning, it shows up as frustration. Why can't I speak like a native yet? I've been studying for years, and I still struggle. I should be further along by now. These thoughts don't come from your brain. They come from an internalized culture that says value equals speed equals perfection. But English is not a race. It's a rhythm. A language isn't just mastered. It's lived day by day, layer by layer. And fluency. Fluency is not about knowing every word. It's about having the confidence to pause, to search, to be present in the moment without shame. It's about trusting your process even when it's slow. So let's pause right now. Ask yourself honestly, are you learning English from fear or from freedom? Are you studying to impress others or to express yourself? Okay? Do you give yourself space to explore, or do you rush through everything like a task to be checked off? Okay? Because how you do one thing is how you do most things. And if your relationship with time is toxic, your relationship with learning will be too. But it doesn't have to stay that way. You can reclaim time. You can redefine productivity. Start by replacing "I'm behind" with "I'm on my way." Replace "I wasted time" with "I rested," and that matters. Replace "I should be better" with "I'm growing," and that's enough for now. These aren't affirmations, they're truth. Deep, internalized, grounded truth. Because language grows in stillness. Vocabulary sticks when it's connected to emotion. Expression improves when you're not panicking about grammar. Pressure narrows thinking, presence expands it. So make your learning sacred. Light a candle before you study. Journal in English, not just to practice, but to think clearly. Listen to your favorite podcasts slowly with curiosity instead of critique. Stop multitasking. You don't need to be a machine, you need to be alive. Because English isn't a destination, it's a relationship. And every relationship needs time, care, and presence to grow. If you're still with me, I want to thank you, not just for listening, but for choosing to think differently. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to learn slowly and still be excellent. So, from now on, when you feel the urge to rush, remember this. Time is not your enemy. It's your canvas. Paint slowly, speak intentionally, and live deeply. I'm Stane, and this was The Depth of Words. If this episode gave you peace or perspective, share it with someone who feels like they're always racing. And remember, the most fluent voice is the one that speaks from presence, not pressure. Till next time.